Thank you.
Wait,
Thank
listen.
you.
Trust me.
I was hoping it was more than 25 though, because I was like, but me who like yap, this is definitely gonna go over 25.
Welcome to the very first episode of Pink Cozy Couch. I'm your host, T. Simone, and this couch is where stories, laughs, and purpose comes to life. Around here, there's always a seat for you. Today, we're kicking off with our purpose segment, the part of the show where we talk about the why behind the passion, the hustle, and the journey. Purpose is what keeps us grounded and what keeps us going. And I couldn't think of a better first guest to set the tone, none other than Bahamian Trae. He's an artist, a creative, and a voice that represents Bahamian culture with power and flair. Of course, we've got to set the vibe, right? So our song of the day is Solar by Ajuan. It's on our Evenings on the Beach playlist, so after the episode, you already know where to find your sunset rhythm. So get cozy, lean in, and let's dive into this first ever Pink Cozy Couch conversation where purpose meets fashion. Hi, Trey.
What's going on? How are you?
Nothing,
How are you?
nothing. Hey.
What's going on? Everything cool?
Yeah, I'm
That's
good.
good.
What
That's
about
good.
yourself?
Cozy.
I love that.
Feeling, you know.
What do you think of the set, though?
I love the set. I can't say of everything that I see because I'm supposed to. But I love it.
Yeah. So, for those, like, I know you. So, for those who do not know you, tell me a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. What can I say? A lot of people don't know I double jointed.
Wait, show me. In your finger, like where?
Like my arms, I used to be in my legs, but not no more. So I could do
Oh, put that away. Oh,
like stuff like that,
oh my God.
and
I
then
don't
I
want
could
to see
bring it
that.
right back.
So, you're deformed. Good to know.
Deformed is crazy. That is actually very offensive. I'm hurting inside now.
You'll be fine.
But no, like for real. A little bit I could say about myself is I'm an artist, I'm a creative, and I'm someone that's really passionate about country, and not like in a psychopathic drinking dark coffee type of way, but it's more like
The
a
shade, the off-screen shade
it,
is
it,
crazy.
but it's more like I really passionate about seeing the betterment of our country. I love history in terms of like when it comes to our country. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna mention
like
that.
like like
Yeah.
and I rocking this with pride. Like I didn't know like okay, maybe I'm gonna wear this. Like I was like, this has to be worn today. Like yeah,
So tell me, like, how did you first get in? First off, a lot of people don't know you're from Abago. Like,
you from Africa too?
no, my family in Lucha though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But a lot of people don't know that. So to come from Abaco and kind of be mainstream Bahamian culture right now, like, what was that experience? And at such a young age, you was like 14, 15, right?
14, 15.
Wow.
14, 15. Like technically, Muggle was written when I was 14. It was released. Yeah, it was also released when I was 14. Like the version that everybody saw on
Yeah.
Facebook, and then that summer when the re-recorded version came out, I was 15 because my birthday is in January.
Oh,
When's your birthday?
July. Big Leo.
I mean, I don't have nothing against Leos. I know some good Leos. Everything cool. I know some good Leos.
We're not gonna bring up that
Yeah,
story.
we can go there, right? But I mean, from coming from Abigail, it's like it's very interesting because believe it or not, there's a lot of great artists that come from Abigail. For example, Swing in the Citations. You ever heard of that?
No.
You have. You ever heard the song? Okay, how about this? Quick history lesson, because you know, like I like history.
Yeah.
You know the song Garland, say she promised she gonna
Yeah.
marry me. That is actually sampled from a song by Simone and the Citations that goes, Sandra, where are you tonight? I wonder, Sandra. Like if you listen to it, it's the same guitar riff, everything. And then
Wow.
there's a couple other songs from Simone and the Citations that, trust me, a lot of people who are gonna watch this gonna hear that name and then be like, oh, flip, yeah.
Avoco though, like transitioning from there,
Mm-hmm.
like little boy in Abaco,
Mm-hmm.
you just was mind your business, getting off, making the song, and then suddenly it blew up. Tell me about that experience. Like, what was the feeling when you woke up and you saw on Facebook that everything was trending and going viral?
Abigail definitely is a big part of, like you say, like my brand and like my upbringing. However, I didn't grow up there, but I grew up in Nassau. At the time when Muggle came out, I was attending Charles W. Sanders. That's very far from where we are right now. Like it's in the east, but at the same time, it was so baffling. And let me tell you why I say it was baffling, because at that time, it was hard to get the concept of, oh, you know me, but I don't know you. Like in that time when Muggle first came out, I'll never forget. I think all young men is go through like this ball is life type, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, era and feeling or whatever. Like everything was about either sports or basketball, period. Like,
yeah,
and that was me. At that time, I was playing basketball, and I'll never forget. I went to BA for a basketball game, and the students knew me at BA, and I was very like, I'd say I was more like reserved. I didn't have much friends outside of my school, and it was huh? It
yeah.
was interesting to see. And then I'll never forget this time I went to a QC dance. This is the old me now. I went to a QC dance, right? And I was talking to this girl, and I was like, "Oh, but my name is Trey," and then she was like, "I know," and I was like, how I remember like those first early stages and stuff like that. Like it was a very interesting process, like getting used to the idea of, oh, like you say, one day you just wake up and your peers at school know what you're doing and stuff like that, and then even outside of your school, like you have people who was getting interested in what's being done. Like I could say for sure that at the time when I brought out the song, I didn't think that I would be here today, like at the level that I'm operating on. And one thing I could say about my school too, like I appreciate the way how the environment was. Like I no, I had friends who would obviously be proud of me, but they never made me feel like they never like gave me negative vibes.
Yeah.
While even teachers, like it was never like negative vibes. Like everybody was very like welcoming in terms of, okay, like yeah, he's popular or whatever like that, but at the same time it was like, that's Trey. And I still have classmates that call me by my full name to this day. And I love that because it's like, yeah, like you know me before I, started writing these songs and stuff like that. But it's dread. Like it was dread then and it's dread now.
Do this right now.
Hmm.
Make a starter pack for like, let's say, young Bahamian creative. Let's say
Hmm.
between ages 60 and 21. What should they definitely have if they're trying to get on the level that you're on?
Mentorship. And I think long and short, mentorship. Because one thing that we have to become more comfortable with in this country whenever it comes to the creative space is realizing that in a lot of the other, I guess, competing markets, if there's anybody who you would look up to in a certain manner to say, like, oh, like I revere that person's career, or I revere that person to say, like, they on a certain level. Anybody who you could think about, they had a level of mentorship that brought them to a certain level. And I would not be here and being able to speak with a certain poise if I did not have that mentorship or a certain knowledge just off the sake of having a certain level of mentorship. You can really find someone who, reading books, you could even find someone who you could say, like, okay, this is the do's, this is the don'ts. And when you really start to take on that knowledge, is when you will start to see progress in the right way. Because trust me, in everything that we do, there's someone that did it. And I mean, there are some people that are breaking records and doing certain things that have never been done. But for the most part, there are, like, for example, I think about it all the time and I realize there are other Bahamians other than Bahamian who've went worldwide, who have done their thing. And I'm talking about great, great, great things that would have you like, oh, shoots, like, this is possible when in terms of succeeding in music or succeeding in creative career. So mentorship, mentorship. Look for someone to literally pour knowledge into you and pour wisdom into you, and you will see yourself succeed in whatever it is that you're doing.
So, what are some ways that because I feel like you do it so beautifully, where you kind of take the old generation and the new school. Yeah,
Appreciate
you
that.
do it
Appreciate that.
so beautifully and so well. What opportunities are there for creatives to learn and embrace their roots? Because I feel as though in order to advance, you have to look back in time.
Okay. I know I is a yapperoni and cheese, right?
No, go ahead.
But like, let me tell you, it goes back to like I say, social responsibility. The same way how I put that social responsibility on the older generation, I put the social responsibility on our generation as well to put a go into a deep dive. If you really care about this, like you say, if you really care about looking back, look back, because guess what? I'll tell you this. For me, I didn't just wake up one day and just knew about the Bahamian music history out of nowhere. I went down the rabbit hole. And to be honest, the thing that sparked that was after working with Ronnie Butler, I started to really like dive into different artists that was from his era. Because I was telling myself, I was like, wait, there had to been something before this 2000s era rake and scrape that we all listened to and stuff like that, and there had to be just more, because I was not convinced that it was only, oh, Ronnie Butler, Eddie Menace, and like I was like, there has to be more. And as I took that deep dive, I learned that, oh, there's this guy named Joseph Spence, and this dude would play the guitar and it would sound like it's two people playing this one guitar. And then I found out about this guy named George Simone, who music spread across the whole Caribbean, and arguably another piece of homework. This dude song inspired Bob Marley. Like the first song that Bob Marley ever sung, according to his mom, was "Don't Touch Me Tomato." You ever heard that song? Please, Mister, don't touch me
Yeah.
tomato. The first song Bob Marley's mother said she heard him sing was "Don't Touch Me Tomato," which is a song by a Bahamian. So can you imagine Bob Marley arguably was inspired by a Bahamian artist. And when you go back and you take a deep dive into these things, you realize, oh, you also have one of the greatest percussionists in the world that is a Bahamian. His name is King Harrison. And this dude played on the song, jump on it, jump on it.
Yeah.
You know the bongos that play in that background? That's a Bahamian percussionist that's playing on that. And if you want to look at more of that, you could watch the documentary on Netflix. Sample This is the name of it, and it's the most sampled track in the world. Every like great artist would say that this is the greatest percussionist in the world. And when you stop and you look into that, mother said like we low key have the most talented people in the world per cap. Like if you think about per capita for a small country like ours, we've done a lot of great things in this music industry. So like you have to look into the older generation, ask questions, and also do your research. Like actually dive into these things, find out these things. Because what it did for me was gave knowledge of self. Knowledge of self to me brings confidence, and it's like, all right, when you're confident in who you are and where you come from, you'll get a full understanding that you could do it too. So that's what it's all about for me. Like you have to actually do the research and dive into it for true. Don't just one day just move as if there's not people that came before you. There's not people that paved the way for you, because there are a lot of people that paved the way.
I like that. Definitely, I'm gonna do my research. I think I even have like a bunch of old records, like
Listen to
before
them.
Ronnie Butler them, like you said,
Listen to
from
them.
my Grammy them house, but I never
Exactly.
listened to. So that's making me want to buy a record player and actually like listen to
Yeah,
them.
bro. Yeah, bro. Because like people like Mick Jagger and then used to be going Andress to watch Smokey 007 them and Ting perform, and all these different, like you would be surprised to know, like the Bahamas, Nassau specifically was the mecca at one point. Compass Point Studio, big up to Compass Point Studio. Like there's a reason why like Tupac recorded albums at Compass Point Studio. Will Smith Bob Marley also recorded albums at Compass Point Studio. Like if you think about our history, there's such a rich history of our music discography. And once you dive deep into it, you'll realize that, oh, not only that this is a lucrative business, but It's people that came before you that did so many great things, which means that inevitably you also have the ability to do great things. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how small the island is or how underdeveloped it may be. Like, you have the ability to do it. You have the ability to do it.
Just me. We are all just a makeup of who came before us. And I think it's so beautiful, like the way that you embrace it. And this is you now.
Yes,
You
but like
are
I
just
bro, I mean
one
it when I
big.
say Bahamian Trae, bro. Like I want to represent my country to the highest ability, and I do it so confidently now because I know where we come from for real. Like, we actually have so many people who did so many great things. Like, I could sit, like I say, yeah, I as a yapper, bro. Like, I could sit here and tell you about so much of our history and tell you that there's so many people that came before us that did it to whatever degree you think could be done. Like Aretha Franklin, like that same guy I mentioned, Jay Mitchell, he toured with her. But you know what it is to sit, not open up for, like how artists be so eager to open up for certain artists when they come over here. No, bro, he traveled with Aretha Franklin and toured with her. A dude from Abaco, dude from Freeport. So things like this is still possible, bro. Things like this is great. And big up to, like, right now, for example, there's this girl named Soki Siren. Look into, you know about Soki Siren?
I've heard the name.
Bro, listen to me. This gal wrote for Chris Brown, Maroon 5. Gal from Freeport, bro. Yes, bro. Gal from Freeport, babe. And now she in LA and she writing like big tunes for big Sean Paul as well, bro. Like, she from Freeport. You could do it, bro. No matter where you come from, you could do it. Like, there's so many people that are doing it and that have done it. So for that reason alone, it's like, yeah, bro, you could do it. And once you dive into, like I tell you, bro, the reason why I know that my trajectory is going nothing but higher and higher and higher is because, but there's people who came before me who've done great things, bro. So it's not like, because, and the reason why you see me keep reiterating that is because you really do have people feeling like, oh, because I live in the Bahamas, there's a there's a cap
Yeah.
on my pinnacle. Like, I can't go beyond this. I have to move to the States. So I have to, like, no way. Like, Joseph Spence was living in Andros making his guitar and had people trying to invite him to Carnegie Hall, bro. Like, you know about Carnegie Hall?
No.
You got some homework. You
I
got some
got
homework.
so much
You got
homework
some
to
more.
do.
Trust me. Like, and the Carnegie Hall is, I guess, what you would call the Apollo before the Apollo Theater. Like, calling QC, trying to look for Joseph Spence and thing like that. Like history, bro. Like, we have people who have done so many great things. Rest in peace to Elon Moxie. This boy used to record at the studio where the Bee Gees used to be recording, bro. Like, and this was something that he told me personally too. So it's like, when you dive deep into conversations or just look for the information, you'll be surprised. You go on your phone and you search up certain people and look into the information. The information there, you know. But the scary thing about it is now, not all of the information is on the internet. So you do have to speak to some of these people who are still here. Because I just was talking to someone the other day and I was like, Flip, like, you have people like Ronnie Butler who ain't here no more. You have people like Elon Musk who ain't here no more. And now you got certain people from certain hotel and they blaming the musicians because of XYZ, why the club culture ain't the way that it is. And they making these dumb statements, not realizing that, bro, there's so much more that goes into this entertainment industry. And to try to blame the musicians, it's not a good idea, Mr. Science. Shade.
Shade.
Very shade.
Now, since you embrace your culture so well, I have something for you to
Stop it.
embrace.
Oh, stop. Oh,
So this is from the Sephirina Collective,
stop it.
and here's your little gift.
Let's see my name, my dad. Let's see my name, my dad. It's for me. This wasn't somebody else wanted to just give it to me because this my name
Yes,
on
it
it.
was
This
made specifically for you with your brand in mind and everything. So
y'all can't see it. Y'all can see it, but y'all can't see it. I get it. I get a present.
Yes.
Oh, oh, y'all almost saw it. Y'all almost saw it. Charlie, you can see it.
Shake my head.
Y'all.
Like I said, thank you.
Thank you so
Trust
much
me,
as well.
it was
Thank
such.
you so much as well.
Listen, I have so much work to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am really about to go to this rabbit hole because I love culture. Like just seeing the little pieces all come together and seeing why we speak this way, why we sing this way, so much different influences and everything make up what it is to be Bahamian.
And watch when you do.
Yeah.
You'll realize, "Motto,
When I do, we're gonna sit back on this couch.
I ready.
I promise.
Always ready.
Where can the people find you just to get into deep dives about Bahamian culture, the influence that music has, and just anything about you?
Okay, you could find me through the corner, right down there. I only find it. Okay, you could find me on all social media platforms, Bahamian Trae. I'm very responsive on social media, contrary to popular opinion. I'm not one of those uppity set who don't look in their message requests. I will look. I will see your message, and I will be open to engaging in conversation, especially if it's about Bahamian culture, especially if it's about advancing you as a creative. It doesn't have to be just music. Like, trust me, we could talk because the next thing that I also want to do is be a person that is very open to sharing any sort of information. So if you need someone who, all right, but I'm looking for a photographer, boy, do you know anybody who produces this or does that? It's a 90% chance that I do. So ask whatever it is that you need to ask. Link me on whatever one of the favorite social media platforms that you use. You can find me there at Bahamian Trae, and let's get this work done.
Now, I gave you a gift. Don't you have a gift for our viewers too?
Yeah, mom.
Let's see what Trey got for us right after this episode.
Now you know whenever this big we don't get lick off, that means it's a movie. Watch the vibe. Let's go. Yeah, watch the vibe. Top dog of the new school king. I don't do the gaga or the goo-goo ting. Best in the West Indies. Take over the world, tell them yes indeed. Wanna go, yeah, just to roll some. Wanna go Trinity for the best rotis. Go Barbados, Turks and Caicos. Then I go London, ill up the Queen. Going everywhere to show them the culture. Pure come slop, but you see no salsa. Yeah, that's right. On my way. Do what you do, but you can't be Bahamian Trae. No suck. Tell me, are you being jelly in a John? Spitting lyrics like the bullets from a semi-automatic tick boom. Explode like a C4. And I sure like you see shells on the seashore. Great by that A++. See the man on the road, gotta keep it a shush. Till I put it in a grab a leaf, I don't roll Dutch. OG, daddy, I don't want much. Cold like Hipagino, tell him Mr. Gambino. Straight to the source, no Benzino. Wonder why them boy them hating on me though. See my middle finger, tell it to you like CeeLo. Rasta man, I don't do no beef. Cause they sharp like spikes, I don't need no cleats. So, ain't nobody gonna stop my shine. Got the vibes, man, let me take it back in time. Mic check, 1, 2. Can I get a mic check? 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Let me get a mic check. 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Hey, what's a muggle when they run this song? Cause it been too long since a big tone drop. And when they come out, got the place on lock. Don't want no problem, we don't want no gunshot. Nah, we in the trees, building kites in the breeze. Delicacies of living life on the keys. Stepping out the box, so I bobbing and weave. TKO, recipes, MDs. Gone too soon, daddy, gone too soon. Remember that time when I get that news? Thinking to myself, while I so short, I was trying to ask what, I was so confused. Nah, this one for you. One for blessed. Life got losses, life got lessons. Gotta represent, gotta keep reppin'. I'm a go boy, but just for the record. Y'all, let me tell you what you need, y'all. What you need is a man like me. Touch your soul, going 9-inch deep. I know you wanna have a thing so sweet, y'all. TikTok, y'all, wine and go down. Just the way you move your bumper got me like stone. And you drip so sweet, just like honeycomb. And you make me wanna hold you all the night long. Y'all, you put me right in my zone. Vibrate on me like telephone. 242, girl, you know that code, so I push that flag when I you on the road. Mic check, 1, 2. Can I get a mic check? 1, 2. Can I? It's your boy, Bahamian Trae. Hey. Spark up this vibe real quick. You know what this called me? Top of the top dog. Top of the top of the top dog. Top of the top dog. I know. Tip top of the top dog. Top dog got a new school king. Top dog got a new school king. Top dog got a new school king. Top dog got a. You don't know. You don't know. So I go daddy yo. Yeah.
And that's a wrap on our very first episode of Pink Cozy Couch. Thank you so much for tuning in, laughing with us, and leaning into purpose today. I'm your host, T. Simone, and I cannot wait to share more stories, more vibes, and more cozy moments with you. Remember, no matter where you're listening from or where you're watching from, there's always a seat on the couch for you.
I was trying to make you mess up if you didn't
I know,
realize.
I saw you in the background. You're so wicked.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's something in the way you move. Shifts me to the core and warms me up. Non-stop, drip drop. It's just like your solar.